Hi, Gary. Yes, we gave up on Wi-Fi, hoping that that cures some of the problems here. So for those who are watching, for those who are joining us, this is going to be exceedingly boring. And we will be just sort of chilling out here for about an hour to make sure that our connection is good, our connection between our devices stays good. We have bypassed the Wi-Fi. Many thanks to Andy, our IT guy, who will be helping us monitor our Ethernet connection, and he's got us all hooked in for that. So very, very cool. So yeah, if you're hopping on and joining us, greetings. Hope your Friday is fantastic. It's a gorgeous day outside, so feel free to take a walk and you can listen to this my voice. Not all unlike that on Sunday. I'll be preaching. Our bishop will be joining us. Deacon Lisa will be back. And yeah, it'll be a good time. Be fun. So, so our standard sort of time frame of having disruption has been about the 35 to 45 minute mark. So we're only about 3 minutes in here. So yeah, we're just going to be chilling, going through some different shots, sort of making it look like things would on a Sunday morning, just to make sure that we can have all of our ducks in a basket and eggs in a row. Is that how that goes? Is it ducks? Do ducks fit in baskets? I don't think they do. I guess it depends on how big the basket is and what kind of duck you're talking about. Yep, ducks in baskets. That's where we are. It's 2020. We're talking about ducks in baskets. I have a funny story that I'll tell you all sometime about a duck in our house, like a toy duck that had like a voice box in it, and it would never shut up. It would just quack or like say the words that it was programmed to say, even if you weren't near it, and it was scary. And so, but I'll save that story for another time. So greetings to all of you who are joining us. We're literally just doing some testing this morning after our disastrous live stream experience on Sunday. It was not great. Maggie, thanks for your comment. Maggie, you can lurk all you want. This is your place too. So hi to everybody who's checking in and checking out and popping in and popping out. Thanks for being here with us. Literally, as we've said, we're just doing some testing to make sure that our connections stay good for sort of the time frame where we normally are on for about an hour or more each Sunday morning. And so we've got a new sort of hook into the internet using some Ethernet rather than Wi-Fi, and hopefully that will give us a better connection. So, but the only way you can really know is if you test it, so we're testing it. If you have song suggestions, feel free to make a suggestion of what song you'd like me to sing. I'm not promising that I'll sing it, but feel free to suggest anything you want. You never know, right? You never can tell. Do some zipping around here. Yeah. Thank you, Lila, for your kind words. Very much appreciated. Yeah, we're just the main thing we're testing out here is the connection between the camera and our iPad here, and also just broadcasting out into the world. So And Mr. Tim Peterson is calling me. I'm not sure why, but I can't pick up at the moment, Tim. I'm not sure if you're watching. I see your wife is watching right now, so. Jenny, you're incredible, and I love you. That's fantastic. If you're not watching on Facebook, you don't know what I'm talking about. Thanks, Jenny. A very Father Ed thing for you to say. In fact, I'm going to guess that you picked that up from Father Ed at some point, which gives me an idea for what we can do to his lawn at Christmas time. Put a bunch of candy and nuts. So, the internet is a funny thing. And why won't it switch to that shot? There it goes. Yeah. Pew, 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 pew. Pew. Oh, the fun you can have. Getting quite the audience here. It's Friday afternoon. You guys must be bored. Oh my gosh. For those of you who've just sort of popped in here, we're just testing things out for our new connection using Ethernet rather than Wi-Fi and stuff. So just checking all our different streams to make sure things are not getting interrupted, because no one likes interruptions. And all of that good stuff. Fantastic. So, yeah. All right, sound briefly cutting out. All right, I'm going to keep an eye on my audio. I've got a little audio, what's that called? I don't know what that's called, but it shows me, it's a little line going up and down. All you technical people out there are laughing at me. A little line going up and down where it shows me that the sound is good, but I heard somebody just say that, or I read that somebody said that the audio is going in and out sometimes, so I'll keep an eye on that. As I talk, I'll keep monitoring that. I'm hoping it's perhaps just the microphone and not a connection, but because that would be no good. Yep, a couple of you are saying that the sound is cutting out. And that's weird. It's very strange. We haven't had that problem before. You know, you fix one problem, you lose another one. So odd. Of course, there have been times where I'm just not like even talking, but maybe some of you are saying that it's happening while I'm speaking as well. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. If there's anybody in my generation or younger watching, you're picking up on the songs that I'm whistling and humming, but if you're over 40 or 50, you have probably no idea what songs I'm singing right now, unless you've got grandkids that play Mario. All right, so folks, just let me know. Really, the sound cuts out when I switch screens. That's disturbing. So if I'm gonna keep on talking straight through a connection here while it goes through a transition here. And I'm gonna see if I can hear it on my device. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Thanks, Jenny, for the Mario comment. Yeah, all right, so some of you are saying I haven't heard it do it for a bit. So, you know, like I said, you fix one thing and then something else goes wonky. I don't think it's the battery on my microphone. No, I'm like way good there. Weird, very strange, odd. It's not the cord, I don't think. 1, 2, let's see. Dot. Huh, okay, well, that seems to be going okay. Well, we fixed the sound, yay. I don't know what we did, but it's not doing it anymore, so that's a good thing. So yeah, so again, we're probably gonna stay live here for a good hour, maybe a little bit more, and just be zooming in and zooming around, and the witching hour, as it were, that we've been experiencing has been typically happening at around the 35 to 45 minute mark, when things just start to go weird. And we've eliminated the Wi-Fi issue by just simply going to an Ethernet connection. So hopefully that solves that problem, but we won't really know until we get about 35, 45 plus minutes in. So we're just waiting. Not that we've been doing a lot of waiting these last several days, have we? Sorry, I will not get into politics here. That is not the place nor the time. And so that's the last you're going to hear me mention anything related to that. But I do hope your Friday is going well. It is gorgeous outside. If you've not been spending time outside the last several days, I urge you to do so today and tomorrow and Sunday. It's just supposed to be gorgeous. And how about them Packers last night, right? That's what I'm talking about, people. I follow Jesus, so revenge is not a practice of mine, but boy, when your sports team gets a little revenge on a team that knocked you out of the playoffs this year, that's kind of fun, right? Lord, forgive me for enjoying some revenge. Bum bum ba da bum bum ba da ba da ba da ba da da. We're having some other people just popping in and popping out here. We're just doing some testing of our Ethernet connection. We're going to be here for about an hour or about another 45 minutes or so. We've been streaming for about 15 minutes. And we're just sort of getting some of the kinks out that we experienced last Sunday. I'd offer an apology about last Sunday, but I had nothing to do with it. It was all of our tech. It was just atrocious. And that's our bad. It's not our bad. We didn't do anything wrong. It just, the technology just went poof on us and it failed. So, does the altar look crooked to you? Does it look like it's slanting? I'm wondering if the camera's like not 100% straight. The whole thing just looks a little crooked to me, but maybe it's just me. It looks like it's slanting from like left to right. Oh well. Again, greetings to those who have stepped in and joined us. It is good to have you here. We are just literally just doing some testing. Oops. I moved the camera a bit. Pam, that's a good possible suggestion that the wind was crazy on Sunday, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how things work. Dun, 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 dun. Bless you all for just hanging out here. I know. It's not like there's a lot of else stuff to do these days. Being cooped up at home is no fun. Hope that you're able to do some things outside. Been doing some yard work in my house. We got other people joining us from other churches around the diocese. Hello to all of you all. Good to see you. And by see you, I mean noticing that your presence is there. And Sharon, Martin, I'm just seeing your comments over in the group because I was monitoring the page rather than the group, and glad that the signal's working on your iPad. That's fantastic. Back over to the page here. Doom, 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 doom. What's really funny is I have our YouTube feed going on my laptop here, and I've got the Facebook feed going on my phone here, and they're not synced up. Like they're at different points. One's about 20 seconds ahead of the other, and so when I change screens real fast like that, like ding dong 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 dong, you know, and then on one device it starts going boom 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 boom, and then the other one starts to try and catch up. But it's fun. So, Jenny with the W. Yes, Pam, lots of outdoor work, right? I didn't wash any windows, but did a bunch of yard work and everything like that. So, it's fun. It's good. Somebody said it's supposed to get over 70 degrees today here in Wisconsin. What is that all about? That's crazy. So not to repeat myself, but repeating myself, we're going to be live here for a good hour or more. We're at about the 20-minute mark now. As far as I'm aware, we haven't had any disruption with the stream. We had some brief audio issues, but those seem to have ironed themselves out. And so, Jenny, have fun with, I assume that's Higgins, that you'll be having some time with, but thanks for joining us. Thanks for feeding back on the audio. And by feeding back, I don't mean causing audio feedback, but giving us feedback on the audio. If you have feedback when you have audio, it means the sound goes out and then it loops through the system again. And if you've ever been in a place where all of a sudden like the audio does that, it loops back to the system and it creates a screech. So, but yeah. Anyway, so that was a good story. So yeah, we're just we're probably about 15 to 20 minutes away here from the normal time that we've been experiencing some disruption. So we're gonna just chill until we can hopefully either recreate that or get through to a point where we don't have that at all. And that would be grand. That's where I'm preaching from this Sunday. That's where everybody who preaches at St. Thomas usually does it. Sometimes we have people that sort of stand down in the middle. Down here is usually where Father Ralph does his children's sermon. No Father Ralph this Sunday. He is off and visiting his new granddaughter, who is the daughter of his daughter. And it's been wonderful to see some photos that they've been sharing. Hi, Dan. I see you too. Actually, that'd be weird if I saw you. I don't see you, but I see your comment, and that's what I meant. Hi, Dan. So yeah, no, we're doing some testing here today. Hopefully not experiencing some of the stuff that we experienced on Sunday, which would be great. Yeah, thanks for that, Pam. I'm not going to be practicing my sermon at this point, because then, then people might not tune in on Sunday because they're like, I heard it already. I don't need to do that. But thank you for being willing to listen. I do very much appreciate that. Oops, I want that on. No. Aaron, don't do that. Come on now. All right, there we go. The best part about doing this is like knowing that I'm mic'd. And so there's this like inherent awareness of y'all hear like every little breath or every breath I take. Isn't that a song? Every move you make. Who sang that? Was that the Police? I know it's been redone. I want to say that was like, or was it Sting? I mean, Sting was obviously the lead singer of the Police and the bass player, but did they do that as the Police, or was that when he was like a solo and he was just Sting? I can't remember. My music history professor would be so upset with me right now. It's still going, yeah. love figuring things out. If any of you are still watching, willing to comment, just if you do hear any of the audio issues that we had before, feel free to let me know. And by that I mean you don't need to let me know you haven't heard any of the audios, but if you do hear an audio issue, let me know. Or you can let me know you haven't heard any audio issues either. That's fine too. Da 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 da. Ha 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 ha. Auto wide aperture. I don't want that. What do I need there? I'm just playing around with some of the inside settings here. Good to know. Beep, 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 ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it's going. Da 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 da. Yeah. Well, we're just shy of about a half hour of streaming at the moment. Probably going to go for about another half hour or so, sort of waiting for that 35 to 45-minute window where we've had issues in the past where the connection just, for whatever reason, goes wonky at that point. Pew, 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 pew. Pew. Can you, I wonder if I can do this. Can I do, no, that doesn't work. It's just tapping. Interesting. It's those fast zooms that are fun. All right. Well, we lost our entire audience on the Facebook page. Everyone got ultra bored. Hey, Rumi. Thanks. And yeah, it's testy. My roommate from our 2012 trip to the Holy Lands just commented in our, Matt, how did you see it in the group? Are you in our group? Which is great if you are. I love it. I just didn't know you were there. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Oops, where'd it go? Nope. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Nope, I'll go there. Oh, excuse me. All right. Well, we're probably in that, getting close to that window where we've started to experience, good grief, excuse me. There's all that coffee coming back on me. We're getting to that spot where we're hopefully going to not experience some problems, but if we do, we're getting towards that point where it would be starting to happen soon. And I am praying that we don't have that happen, because that would not be okay. La, 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 la. I have a song running through my head, like from my childhood, playing on piano. And I know if our music director, Laura, was watching right now, she'd be able to instantly tell me what it was. It goes dum 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 Can't remember the name of the song though. Can't remember who it's by. Can't remember anything. Just got it running through my head. It's annoying. I'm not gonna lie. It's annoying. But that's okay. So I am gonna do a thing here. When we have experienced problems, it has a lot of times been, right, at least the last couple of weeks, right around the sermon time. So I'm gonna zoom up here to where the sermon is, at least where we typically do that. Not that I'm going to preach from my laptop, but I'm going to get my phone and monitor the feed from over in the pulpit for a little bit and see what it looks like and see if we get a disruption. And man, I hope we don't get a disruption. So yeah. I should just preach from a device. Can I get away with that? Or do I have to have it on paper? Does it have to be on paper? Where was that written? It's probably written on paper, if you think about it. So, okay, so this is even weirder, because now I've got two devices right here in front of me, and I say something here, and I gesture towards here, and then 30 to 60 seconds later, it pops up on my screen, and it's horribly visually distracting because neither device is lined up with the other, and that is disturbing. All right, well, I think we're at the, can't see how long we've been going here, but I want to say it's been about 35 minutes. Yep, 35 minutes. So hopefully we don't experience any sort of disruption in the next 10 to 15 minutes, because that's typically been our window. For anybody watching and wondering why the heck I don't have a mask on, I'm the only one in this part of the building. There's actually only one other person in the building. That's our secretary, Sandy, and she's way at the other end of the building. So we are not in any sort of close proximity to one another. I was going to say, I thought I had my mask in my pocket, but it's actually sitting in my office. So when I go back there, I will make sure I am safe and make sure she is kept safe too. So anyway, man, fantastic. Like, I'm just beyond overjoyed that we haven't had any disruption yet. And I'm really, really hoping that this Ethernet connection is the answer. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Yep. So, there's got to be a way, there has to be a way for us to figure out how, like, you know, I could have like a direct feed right into my ear, and you all could like say stuff back to me. But I feel like that might be a little too close to like a scene from the movie Bruce Almighty, where he's like hearing all the prayers and hearing all the comments from everybody. And I think that would drive me crazy. So now that I've thought that through deeply, I don't want to do that. So never mind. And then I can see myself making all these gestures on my screens that I just made. So I am super happy that we are not experiencing a disruption. It's just so, so good that this is seemingly staying active. Staying in a good spot. We're at about the 38-minute mark now, which is good, good, good. Oops, what? No, that was not what I wanted to hit. Aw. Wow. So, for those of you who recall, 1 year ago today, I'm looking at my memories on Facebook at the moment. I've got keeping the stream active over here. 1 year ago today, we had a blizzard in Wisconsin. I literally have a photo of like my dog covered in snow. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on the screen, but that's Pepper, just knee deep in snow. And he's not a tiny dog, so it was a decent amount of snow that we had. That's crazy. And it's like what, like 70 degrees out. And how about them Packers? That was a fantastically fun night. Yep. 3 years ago today, my dad's first book came out. Or I don't know if it was 3 years ago exactly today, but so, yeah. Oh my stars. 5 years ago today, myself and a whole bunch of friends, we were at The Rock at Caesarea Philippi in Israel. And 8 years ago today was our first trip back then. My stars. My goodness. Okay, back to the stream. That's enough strolling through Aaron's social media feed publicly. Yes, Ann, those Packers were great. They had a good thing. I've not seen any disruption so far, and I am so happy about that. I cannot even tell you. We're right at the 40-minute mark right now. And if we get through another 10 to 15 minutes, man, if we've, yeah, makes me, why didn't we go Ethernet before this? As I've been reading everything, like all this stuff, I had a conversation with a former student who now does a lot of this live streaming stuff professionally, and he was like, yeah, we don't rely on Wi-Fi ever. We just hook everything directly in. So thank you, Matt, for being a main mover and shaker in that world to encourage us to go that route. So this might be a good solution for us for the time being. Also, I need to shave. All right, well, we are moving along here. I'm going to exit the pulpit. And yeah, and right, 8 years. 8 years ago, we were there. Just crazy. And 5 years ago too, and I know a whole crew of people were supposed to be there from St. Thomas and around our diocese. Like, they're supposed to be there right now. And yes, Ann, I love that boy too. He's a pretty good fella. Still no disruption, which is just wonderful. I've not gotten any alerts about like slow internet or anything along those lines, which is just wonderful. So we're going to probably push through this for another probably 15 to 20 minutes. We'll probably cap it right about an hour, unless we start to see something goofy going on, but we've just not had any problems here. Which, praise be to Jesus, we are grateful for and thankful for. That's funny. Video has no sound. What? What? That was weird. That was very odd. Okay. Back to this. Is that what I'm stuck on? Boom, 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 boom. Go back to that and see if that's more centered. It's interesting. Like, I'm like watching it. I've got it like tiny little screen here, you know, so I can see comments. But then on my laptop, I've got it on a full screen. And it just looks so different seeing it full screen. Like, it really can frame it up a whole lot better. I might have to start doing that. Yes, and I do talk to myself a whole lot. However, you know who talks to herself even more than I talk to myself? Can I just let you in on a little secret? My wife, Shannon, who I know she's not watching right now, but my wife, Shannon, talks to herself endlessly. It took years into our marriage for me to start to be able to go, she's talking to herself, I don't have to go, what, honey? Because now I just know. Which gets me in trouble sometimes, because then I start to tune it out, and then I realize, oh, shoot, she's been talking to me this whole time. That doesn't happen very often. She would probably say it happens more often than I admit. And she's probably right. But anyways, yeah, talk to myself. I do. And also, if I'm really honest, preaching when there's nobody in the room and like I'm just looking at a camera, it sometimes feels like I'm just talking to myself. It's just like, where is everybody? It's so weird. Preaching just talking to a camera just stinks. Like, I know there's people that are hearing it, I know there's people that are listening, and I'm grateful for the technology, but oh my gosh, preaching to a camera stinks. Pew, 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 pew. And I'm grateful for the technology, but oh. Hearing yourself say something and then watching yourself say something on a screen like 30 seconds later is really, really, no, Anne, you've been to my house. It's never quiet. 4 kids, 2 dogs, 1 wife, and a partridge in a pear tree. Hey, we're past the 45-minute mark, folks. This is great. I am delighted that we have not had a single hiccup. Praying that that continues, praying that we don't have any more problems with the live stream, because that would be amazing. You learn all sorts of things when you start playing around with this stuff. Question help is not available. Sure. Okay. Whatever. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Go away. Why is that? That's dumb. Dumb. You put it on autopilot, and what it'll do is it'll automatically, like without me even touching the iPad, it just will go from shot to shot on its own. Like I'm not touching it. It just does this by itself. It just finds different of like the static shots that I've got set up, but it just does this all on its own. And there's this live follow feature that I haven't been able to figure out how it actually works, but I just turned off autopilot. Go back to the wide. Well, man, 50 minutes, right on the nose, right there. We're going to do this for maybe 5-10 more minutes, and then we're going to shut this thing down because it's been delightful. Woohoo, yay, Ethernet. And if you're still watching, your husband called my phone, and I don't know why. He didn't leave a voicemail message, and I don't know if you know why he was wanting to get a hold of me. I'll call him back later. It'd be weird if I had a phone call with someone while live streaming. It'd be odd. It'd be delicate. Oh my. My. Something just flew through the air. That was weird. Or a shadow passed by. What? That was weird. Is that on camera? No, it's not on camera. Huh. It can be truly said, we have bats in the Belfry. Anybody watching knows what movie that's from, you get 20 points. That'd be impressive. We are closing in on an hour. Coming up. La 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 la. Man, for those still watching, thanks for chiming in and hanging in there. We're going to shut this down in about 2-3 minutes, probably, ish, maybe. Oh, and I just saw your comment. Okay, I can help him put something in the dumpster. We will rock you. So right now I'm just playing around with the, to see if see if the camera's level. It almost looks like the camera's leaning a little bit. And we're closing in on an hour here, so we're going to shut this down here in a sec. A little bit more. All right. Well, thank you to those who have watched for a couple minutes, for a whole hour, for a little bit here and there. Just taking one last look at something here. Yeah, that looks all right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for participating. We'll see you Sunday, 8 in the morning, 10 in the morning.